Okay guys, welcome back. Winter Project 2, the barn is progressing. We have one post built, we have the other post built, we have our beam constructed, the main beam that's going to carry 40 foot, and in the background there we have the 20-foot beam for that small 20-foot opening that goes into the lean-to. And just last week, the truss man brought me that. So I still have no builder yet, but I think that we're getting closer than hopefully by the end of March we will be seeing some real construction on the barn here. But that's not the reason for the video today. The reason for the video today is the Massey Ferguson 440 cultivator. So this is winter project number 3, a Massey Ferguson cultivator, a 440 that I bought in Iowa last summer. And when I get out of the wind here, I will tell you the story about this cultivator. But the one other thing I want to show you here is look at those hitch pins. Those are rapid coupler hitch points. So you're starting to understand a little bit of the method behind my madness of why I have been accumulating these cultivators. And now, with a little bit of luck, I actually own 3 of them. Okay guys, we're back in the barn. Here is my 596 Massey Ferguson that I love cultivating with. It's got 100 horsepower. It'll walk through anything until you get in the mud. I've showed you this tractor several times with my skinny tires. But look what I have on the back of that tractor. So 3 years ago, I was at a sale and I was able to find this jewel, a Massey Ferguson rapid coupler. And it is the category 2 or 3 adaptable coupler. If you look close there, you can see that I've got the adapter, or the bushings on it that convert it to a category 2. The other little surprise that I got here back in December is right there. I got the snap couple or the quick couple arms for the 596. But anyway, I have a rapid coupler, and when we get done rebuilding that 3rd cultivator, I will have 3 Massey Ferguson cultivators that all hook up with the rapid couple. No more having to get off the tractor, no more having to fight the brakes and have the kids come help hook up the cultivators. So let's go see the Christmas present that came today. Okay guys, when I got back from going to town today, I went to town to pick up a little bit of conduit so we can get the electricity north to the new addition. But when I got back from town, I found a pile of boxes. Shoop had a parts sale. They're having one right now during, I think, the National Ag Machinery sale, but everything was, I think, 10% off. So we went to Shoop and we ordered all the parts to rebuild the cultivator. We have a new set of shovels, we've got the bearings, we have the bolts for the shovels, we have 2 new cutting discs for the guide fence on the outside, and we have new tires for the depth things. So the story on the 440 cultivator from Iowa. Went to Iowa on a sale last summer, and I was going to look for a plow, and I got there at the sale and they had that Massey Ferguson cultivator, and it sold after the plow, and so I let the plow go because I was worried I'd have to give too much for the cultivator. Well, to make a long story short, the cultivator wound up going for 350 bucks. And the plow, I should have bought them both, but I didn't know it at the time, and I didn't want to drive a couple hundred miles up into Iowa and not get the cultivator, which was the find of the century. I like those cultivators. We've explained why I like them. But now, in essence, for $1,500, I will have a brand new cultivator. That's including all the parts from Shoop, the cultivator, not counting anything for my time and labor. So there are the new shanks that I'm going to put on. On the left is the shank that is currently on the Cultivator. They're the normal shank. They were, I think, 3/8 steel, and I think they had 14 inches of clearance. So the short shank, if you get into extremely weedy conditions, the short shank will plug. Residue will not flow through him. The other reason that you have to have polished shanks here is that on that section of the shank, dirt will build up right by the tooth. If this is not polished smooth, dirt will not flow and mud will build up, and the soil will not work right. So you really need good shanks. Well, one of the reasons the Cultivator from Iowa was so cheap is that it was never used, and it had sat outside and sank into the mud probably about 6 inches. And so all the shanks on it were just rusted terribly. Beyond polishing, the pit was horrible. And so I knew I was going to have to buy new shanks. And when Shoop had their sale, I bought the heavier shank. You can see that he's supposed to have about 3 3/4 more clearance on him. And he is also made out of thicker steel. And so he will be a lot more aggressive shank. So this idea of having a balanced set of cultivators, first that you can hook up with the rapid coupler, but second that you have one that is quote, quote, light duty with the lighter shanks and has the rolling shields on it. Then you'll have a middle duty cultivator, which is the one that I bought the year before last, the folding cultivator. It will not have the rolling shields on it. It has the heavier toolbar. It will make a good middleweight cultivator. And the cultivator that I bought from Iowa, we are going to restore it. And we're going to put the heavier shanks on it. And it will be the finished cultivator. So the international cultivator, my bargain that I bought off the neighbor years ago, is going to go to a new home. I think with a little bit of luck, it's going to go to a new organic farmer out west of here. And it is going to be replaced with a Massey Ferguson 440 heavy cultivator that matches my other two. So thanks guys. If you got any questions about the cultivation videos, look at the cultivation videos. Talk to you later.